Hi, my name is Alan. This is my 47 Jeep Willys pickup, first year model, 1947. The beginning of me and my love for vehicles and working on them was when I was a kid going through junior high school. My friends' dads all had nice cars and hot rods, and I started working on them with them. So I kind of got this truck by mistake. I totaled a 97 Jeep Wrangler. I was doing a motor swap on it, and someone messaged me through Facebook and asked me if I wanted to trade for a running Willys for my totaled Wrangler. I went up, looked at the truck, and it moved 3 feet forward, moved 3 feet backwards. And he came to my house, looked at my Wrangler, and the next day we traded titles and vehicles. So what created this build now is the truck would barely move. It wouldn't go forward or backward, but a couple feet. We were gonna drop the truck on top of 86 Toyota pickup, make it a little rat truck. And my dream was to put a 350 in it at some point. And talking to my brother, he said, we're not gonna build this truck twice, so we did this at one-time shot. So the beginning of the restoration on this truck, it started with finding parts. We bought a motor for it, we bought a transmission, we got a hold of a donor truck from Montana, which is a 3/4 ton Chevy, and then we started putting it together. Transmission, engine, fitting it, all fit perfectly. I found different parts, like on my front bumper is an I-beam that came out of an elevator company's junkyard. It worked perfect. I had a lot of extra space on the front nose of the truck. That's why we have a winch there and a couple ammo cans for storage. The rear of the bumper was actually on the front of the donor truck, and we used it on the rear of this truck. On the back of the truck, there's a 60-year-old Vice that my buddy had laying in his yard behind a shed that we used through the whole build. So I mounted it right on there. So I have a usable Vice for doing U-joints or anything else I need to do. Interior of the truck is pretty much original. There's some door panels there that I didn't want to pay $250 for cardboard door panels for new replacements. So one came from a junkyard in Idaho, which is a Ponderay Lake sign, and another one was a road closed sign. The original doors and windows are all still intact. The glass is intact and original. Choosing tires and wheels, we wanted to go old school. It didn't work out so well, so I figured I had the newish flair to my tires and rims. Nothing too gawky and big, but they work well. A lot of things were donated in this truck, like under the hood. If it doesn't match and look like it didn't belong there, it's because I left it the color the people gave it to me. So the power steering pump came from a 67 Camaro. The radiator reservoir in the front was donated. I had no place to put it under the hood, so I put it on the front of the truck. The cover for the thermostat housing cover, that was donated by someone else. It's a weird blue, it doesn't belong under the hood of my truck. The valve covers donated by another friend. Another great part, there's a 1940s horn under the hood that someone donated. It's the original horn to 1940s. So there's a lot of pieces that were donated by my friends and brothers through this build. At work, we have this stuff called polycarbonate, which is like plexiglass, 1/2 inch thick. It's actually bulletproof. When I did a tranny swap in this, I couldn't find my original metal to go on the floor pan, so I used 1/2 inch plexiglass, basically bulletproof on the floor, so my whole center is basically see-through. The seats in here came out of a pull and save junkyard for $27. They were from the 2015 Kia. They work well, they're very comfortable. On the back of the truck, if you notice, somebody looks at the fenders were actually moved back towards the back of the bed, so I didn't cut and box the frame. I cheated a little bit, but it also gives the truck a unique long look to it. There's also an ammo can on the back of the truck. I use that for storage. Filling gaps and there's so much space available on this truck for storage. One thing unique about the Willys pickups, they have a under the seat storage glove box on both sides of the truck that goes underneath the whole truck. So this truck has like 3 ammo cans for storage. There's one on the back, holds all my extra tools. The best part of my truck is I named her Madusa. Everywhere I go, doesn't matter, grocery store, get gas, go to the bar, anywhere I go, people stare at her. and she gets a lot of attention. What is it? Where'd she come from? What's the story? And I love Greek mythology, so it kind of fits her profile. This is why I find this baby unique. So as of right now, this build is totally done. It changes periodically as things come up, new ideas, but I'm not doing the body work. I'm not painting it. I love the patina just the way she is. This is the way I got her, and I love her. She's 70 some years old. She ain't gonna change. She'll outlive me. I may matte clear coat her in the future just to protect the patina and seal it in. You know, I'm hoping this hobby in the future, our next generation after us, follows what we're doing and keeping it the old classics, cars, the modifieds, the rat. This to me is a rat truck. I hope it continues in the future. We have a lot of young kids out there that are still building with their dads and brothers and sisters, and there's a lot of them out there, and I hope they continue this hobby for the next few generations.